Strange UFO encounter. January 2022, Uruguay. It was around 9:32 p.m. on the night of Sunday, January 30th, when a local resident stepped outside onto their backyard for a smoking break. As they gazed up at the clear night sky, 5 peculiar lights immediately caught their eye. Take a look.
Qué bizarro, boludo. Desaparecen de un lado y aparecen del otro, o sea.
Moving in a straight line formation from right to left, the 5 luminous objects were keeping a strangely perfect spacing between each other as they traveled across the sky. Even more odd, the lights seemed to be replacing themselves in a rotating pattern. Whenever the main light reached a certain distance, it would disappear from sight. But in that same instant, a new light would materialize at the opposite end of the formation, maintaining the constant stream of 5 objects making their way toward the west in a strange manner. Stunned by the bizarre aerial light show unfolding overhead, the witness quickly called for other family members to join them outside and observe the event. They also began recording video footage on their phone to try and document as much as possible. For about 30 seconds, the strange procession of rotating celestial lights continued its flight across the Uruguayan skies. At one point, in an attempt to gain better video clarity, the camera person tried zooming in on the lights, losing focus briefly before re-establishing a slightly tighter frame line. Unfortunately, that was the moment the bizarre event reached its surprising climax.
Está girando ahí, o sea. Pero ahí se están acabando.
Y se están esparciendo. Sí, no. No hay más. No, mi amor, se están... Ahí se están...
Without warning, as the formation continued drifting to the left, the lights abruptly ceased reappearing on the opposite end in their odd replacement pattern. Within moments, all 5 objects had abruptly vanished, disappearing from the night sky as suddenly as they arrived. The witness enhanced and stabilized a certain portion of their footage, clearly revealing the 5 distinct pinpoints of light hanging in an unmistakable geometric arrangement. While the quality isn't so good, the image shows 5 distinct lights arranged in a linear pattern. Since uploading the video footage online, this mysterious sighting has generated plenty of speculation about what exactly was witnessed over the Uruguayan sky, with suggestions ranging from natural atmospheric phenomena to secret military tests to, inevitably, visitations from an unknown intelligent presence. Many suggested this could be Starlink. However, the witness checked the timings against scheduled Starlink satellite passes, which did not correlate with this mysterious light's trajectory and behavior. So, whatever this was, it was far away from Starlink. What do you think is happening here? Did the man encounter something truly remarkable in the skies above Uruguay? Or was it something else? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Peculiar morphing. March 2022, Las Vegas, Nevada. On a sunny afternoon in Las Vegas, a person found himself on the 21st floor of a hotel room, enjoying the view of the city below. Little did he know that this ordinary moment would soon turn into something more unexpected. From 1:14 p.m. to 1:47 p.m., for a span of 33 minutes, the person witnessed a peculiar object or phenomenon in the sky. This object displayed a series of mesmerizing movements. It seemed to morph, rotate, wobble, and pulse with vibrant multicolored lights. Quick to react, the person grabbed their camera and started recording the event. They managed to capture several video clips, ranging from 38 seconds to 1 minute and 39 seconds in length. These recordings documented the unfolding of this extraordinary event, providing a visual record of the mysterious object and its interactions with the smaller lights. Take a look.
It's not a balloon. What is that?
What made this sighting even more intriguing was the interaction of this object with a separate set of smaller moving lights, each displaying its own unique energy patterns. The person was totally surprised by the sight before him. The object's movements defied logic and seemed to possess a life of its own. The pulsating multicolored lights added a surreal touch to the scene, creating a spectacle that was both captivating and mysterious. The footage revealed the object in all its glory, its shape, movements, and the mesmerizing play of lights. The person made sure to capture every detail, zooming in and out to get a closer look and panning the camera to track the object's movements across the sky. Intrigued and puzzled by what he had witnessed, the person sought assistance from MUFON. He hoped that a professional analysis of the recordings would shed light on the authenticity of the footage and help identify the nature of the object.
But it looked like it's got something under it, so like, what is that? Now it's moving faster.
The eyewitness was determined to unravel the mystery behind this extraordinary sighting. Was it a secret military experiment, a natural phenomenon, or something beyond comprehension? They knew that finding answers would require a thorough investigation and an open mind to all possibilities. According to the eyewitness, upon reaching out to MUFON, an investigator, without even properly speculating, reported that the sighting could be linked to the Nellis Air Force Base's red flag exercises. However, the person remained unconvinced, understanding that this explanation might not fully account for the object's complex movements and interactions with the smaller lights. What are your thoughts on this particular UFO sighting? Is it a military operation or something far more mysterious? Let me know in the comments section below. Multiple UFO encounter. April 2022, Fairfield, Connecticut. For those working in the real estate photography and videography business, capturing picturesque footage of properties is all in a day's work. However, one aerial camera operator in Connecticut claims to have caught something extraordinarily unexpected while filming a routine house listing last spring. It was around 10:15 a.m. on the morning of April 5th when the videographer was piloting their camera drone to get exterior shots of a home in the town of Fairfield. Focused on framing the perfect angles, they didn't notice anything out of the ordinary as the drone's camera rolled. It wasn't until later that day, while reviewing and editing the footage, a mysterious sighting happening in the sky caught their attention in one of the video clips. Take a look. Zooming in on the peculiar video, the individual operating the drone was surprised to see what appeared to be a small formation of 4 bright lights, slowly flying or circling in the air in some sort of triangular or bizarre formation. One more interesting thing is that when the video starts, just after a few seconds, a really fast-moving cigar-shaped object can be seen flying past the drone at an incredible speed. Here is the slowdown of the fast-moving object. You see, most of the time, many drone UFO videos are quickly dismissed because the object appears to be speeding towards the camera, creating the illusion of high speed, when it sometimes could be just a mere trick of the light. In this video, however, what's truly interesting is that the object is moving away from the camera, making it seem much more credible if it's genuine. However, the incident that is taking place far in the sky is what seems truly astonishing. These multiple objects moved across the frame in a really strange pattern, seeming to drift and spin all together as a single unit before disappearing from view. According to the videographer, the apparent speed and distinctive shape of the luminous formation looked drastically different than any birds they had captured in over 10 hours of previous aerial filming around Fairfield. So, a total of 2 different sightings have been caught on camera. One that flies past at an astonishing speed, another that is taking place high up in the sky. Some inclined towards the baffled by what their drone camera had seemingly picked up. The videographer initially opted to get a second opinion by sharing the clip online. However, they ended up taking it down within a few days at the request of the home seller, who feared any controversies could negatively impact their listing. Several months later, after the property had changed owners, the videographer re-uploaded the footage, seeking answers about what these strange glowing objects could potentially be. Immediately, people rushed in with a massive amount of comments from all around the world. Some believe it to be a drone or white bird, but if you look closely, others, however, believe that it's otherworldly, that it is the real deal. Without more context or evidence, it remains enormously difficult to make any definitive conclusions. However, the videographer stands by the fact that their original, unedited video genuinely shows what happened over Fairfield on that spring morning. So, what do you think? Did the eyewitness capture something truly otherworldly? And if so, does that mean we are being visited by something far beyond our comprehension? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Abnormal body effects. Before I get into it, if you are new here and enjoy mysterious UFO videos like these, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel because more videos like this are on your way. That said, let's get back to the video. February 2019, Trujillo State, Venezuela. Surrounded by the lush mountains and rivers of the Andean region, the small town of La Porta has earned a reputation as a tranquil tourist destination. However, on one warm evening in February 2019, this beautiful place experienced an unsettling UFO encounter. A 20-year-old Freeman Rodriguez, along with his cousin, was traveling by car along the Pan American Highway with his cousin. They were returning from a futile trip to the neighboring state of Merida after discovering the area was experiencing electrical blackouts. As their car cruised down the trunk road connecting the western deserts of Zulia to the Andean interior, something luminous in the distant sky caught Rodriguez's attention. At first, he dismissed the bright light as just a sun reflection, but its peculiar movements soon revealed that it was something extraordinary.
¿Qué es esa mierda, marico? Platillo, marico, si de aquí lo veo. No creo, marico. Marico, lo estoy viendo. Marico, no creo. Marico, sí.
According to him, the light began to move in a zigzag pattern, and that prompted him to take out his cell phone to document the scene. Within moments, the peculiar object descended lower, revealing itself as an elongated, glowing craft of massive size. The object appeared to hover briefly over the roadside trees before the duo had to continue driving and lost sight of the apparent UFO flying above the tree line.
Marico, un platillo si te lo vi clarito. Aquí un platillo volador, huevón. Sí, sí. Marico. Míralo. ¿Qué habláis?
While shaken by the encounter, Rodriguez admitted he chose not to stop and investigate further, confessing, "I didn't have confidence in turning back and staying to see something that I don't know how it could end." What's scary is that both Rodriguez and his friend reported experiencing abnormal physical effects on their bodies, which they believe may have been impacted by the UFO sighting. Rodriguez stated that despite traveling in a modern, comfortable truck, he arrived home utterly exhausted, so fatigued that he immediately fell into a 12 to 14-hour deep sleep without even removing his clothes. His cousin fared worse, developing an intense headache, so severe that he required medical attention after their restless night of sleep. Rodriguez insisted these were not normal conditions after a routine road trip. While the Zulian youth didn't feel he was specifically targeted, he did express feeling fortunate to have documented such a rare anomaly on camera. He revealed his father had previously witnessed extremely similar UFO craft on 2 separate occasions in the same region. Those familiar with La Porta's history and landscapes noted the small town rests in an area containing many rivers, forests, and mountains, environments that are frequently associated with alleged UFO sightings around Venezuela. What's truly interesting is that the incident occurred amidst widespread power outages, similar to other Venezuelan cases where UFO activity seemingly coincided with electrical grid failures. Whether Rodriguez's video and photographs captured an invasive extraterrestrial survey of the Andes, or an ultra-secret military operation, or just a series of misidentified mundane objects, remains a source of heated debate. However, the combination of multiple witnesses, camera footage, strange physical effects on their body, and environmental factors assisting previous patterns of UFO activity make this 2019 case stand out as particularly compelling. So, did Freeman Rodriguez and his cousin capture a marvelous sighting of something truly extraterrestrial? Or was it entirely something else? You decide. With that, take a look at our other amazing UFO videos as well. And if you enjoy our videos and want to watch more, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video.